Leet code 846 hand of straight. I took the code from his video in here, and this is the problem. We have an array at the size of the hand, in this case is 9. Can we make a group of the straight, which means that it always add up from the previous one? 1 2 3. It cannot be 1 3 4, cannot be 1 4 5. It has to be 1 2 3 2 3 4, and that group size is 3. So the question in here right now, can we? And the answer is either yes or no. Yes is true, no is false. In this code that we have right now, we are going to check it, but we will not store anything as long as there is one false in here and it's done. So let's see how it works. This is the test case, this is the input, and W is 3. W is the size of the group in here. So I'll put the breakpoint in here and then I will debug. So right now we have a hand with the size of 9, that length is 9, and W, the group, is 3. The first line, the line number 7 in here, if we are going to check if the modulus of the hand.length is 0 or not, because if the modulus is not 0, then well, technically we cannot divide the number into our group. If we have 10 cards in here, or array of 10 elements, we cannot divide it by 3. It will be 3, and one group will have 4, so it will return false. So this is the first mapping, the first layer in here. And going next, we are going to use tree map. Tree map is a hash map that use a sorted tree, so it will get sorted with the key and the value. This tree map name card counts in here, and card counts, we created card counts and we will loop from the card in our hand. So right now we're going to the first loop, card number 1. So this is how to read that: if not card count dots contain key card. What is card right now? 1. Does card count contain key of 1? It is not. If it is not, then the value is true. We will put that card with the value of 1. So in here, the card counts, we have the key, that is 1, and the value is also 1. Key is the card itself and value is the frequency. That's the slightly easier term to digest. And then we will go to the second element in here, where card is 2. Do we have that 2 in the card count? No, we don't. So we put that with the value of 1. Cool, and we do that for 3. Do we have 3 in the card count? No, we don't. So we also put that 3 with the value of 1 in our card counts. Right now the value is 6. Do we have that in the card count of the tree map in here? No, we don't. So we add that value of 1. And right now 2. Do we have that do we have that card 2 in our card counts? Yes, we do. When we have that, we will not execute the line number 12, we will execute the line number 14. So we will replace the card that we have right now, which is 2, and the value, we will replace that with the card counts.getCard. So the card counts.getCard right now is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we'll have the card for 2 have the value of 2. And the next is we have 3. We already have 3 in here with the value of 1. And we will increase that value into 2. So, yep, from 3, the card from 1 into 2 because of the function in here. And we do that for the 4, 7, and 8. So we have all of the mapping between the card and the value in here. We got card 1, card 2, we have 2 card of 2, we have 2 card of 3, and so on and so forth. Right now we are going to loop as long as the size of this one is greater than 0. As long as we have it, we will keep looping it. Right now we check from the lowest value, card counts dot first key. this is the key right now. The first one is number 1. So the minimum value will be 1. That's minimum value. And we are going to loop it from the minimum value up until the minimum value plus the group. Since the group is 3, we loop it from 1, 2, and 3 because this value is 4. Minimum file is 1, W is 3, so 1 plus 3 is 4, so we are going to loop it for 1, 2, 3. If we have that, which means that we will have our first group of the straight. And we are going to check it for the second group and the third group. We just only need one false to make it break the loop and will return false. If we check based on this code and everything is true, which means that our array can be divided by the group, which is 3, and each 3 will have their straight card. So right now minimum value is 1. So do we have that 1 in here? Which means like if not card counts dot contains key in card. So do we have that card 1 in the card count? Yes, we do. We have that in here. So when we have that in here, we will set the count. The count is 1 because we will get the card of 1. And then if the count is equal to 1, we will remove it. We only have 1 and we took 1, so it's gone. So we will remove it. Cool. Since this is the key, the card plus plus, this is the one that make the card straight. So after 1 it should be 2. And we will check if 2 is in here or not. Let's say we don't have 2, we only have 3. We will not jump into 3 and we just return false and the whole code will be false and we will return false as the result. Since we have 2 in here, we will continue. Right now card count is 2. So card count is the one that we have in here, right? So is it 1? No. If it is not 1, then we will just reduce the value by 1, which means we have 2 cards of 2 and we take 1. And then the count will become 1 in here. Cool. After 2, then it become 3. Right now, we will check. Do we have 3 in here? Yes, we do have 3. How many 3 do we have? How many cards of 3 do we have? We have 2. That is the card count in here. How many cards of 3 do we have? And then, is this equal to 1? No, it's not equal to 1. So, we will reduce the value of card 3 in here from 2 into 1. Boom. That's how it goes. Right now we are at the iteration of 3. The next will be iteration of 4. Since minimum value is 1 plus W3, 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 is not less than 4, so this will return false and we will out of the loop. That's for we out of the loop, and we will check for the card counts. The card counts in here, right now, we already remove 1, 2, 3. We only left with this card. The minimum value right now is 2. That is the minimum value. And we will go the loop from 2 until 2 plus 3, 2 until 5. Since it's less than, so we only loop it from 2 until 4, 2, 3, 4. Do we have that in here? Yes, we do. So it should all return true. Let's walk it step by step. Do we have 2 in the card counts? Yes, we do. If we have that, how many do we have? That is the count of the card. We have 1. So we have 1. If it is 1, then we remove it. Okay, cool. After 2, we got 3. Do we have 3 in the card count? Yes, we do. So we will get how many of 3 do we have? We only have 1. If this one, we'll remove it. And we do that with 4. We also have 1 and we will remove it. So we are looping from 2 until 4 because when it reaches 5, 5 is equal with 5 and it will break the loop in here. So we are done with that and then we will go to another loop. Right now our card counts, the minimum value is 6. So we will get the minimum value of 6, right? And then we will loop it. How many is 6 inside the card count? Yes. How many do we have? 1 is if this is 1, then we remove 6. Cool. We do that for 7, we do that for 8, and we are finished with our card count. This is the size 0. We haven't encountered any false in here, so we will return true for our code in here. And that's how the codes end. That's why in here, in the test case, we have an array of the integer, and our group is 3, and the result is the boolean. So we get the formula defined in the class in here, with the method is n straight n, which is like, this is the, I don't know the name for that, with the input of input here and w of 3. Is this true or not? If this is true, then our unit test works really well. So that is the hand of straight.